car, thinking childhood wasn't far. Grandma waving from the gate, dinner always running late. Barefoot nights and glowing skies, fireflies and sleepy eyes. Back when life moved nice and slow, we were kids who didn't know those small days would someday be everything we'd want to keep. Summer we left behind still lives somewhere in my mind. Every sunset, every breeze comes back through old memories. Plastic fans and barely tea, old songs on the family TV. Mosquito smoke curling high, clouds drifting through July. Nobody talked about success, nobody tried to impress. Still somehow those quiet days stay with me in gentle ways. Now the years move way too fast, always chasing what won't last. Still I miss those golden nights under sleepy yellow lights. Summer we left behind still lives somewhere in my mind. Every sunset, every breeze comes back through old memories. Sometimes all I really need is one old song or memory. Dusty rooms and wooden floors, screen doors softly closing doors. Grandma calling me inside as the evening touched the sky. Funny how the heart can stay in a place so far away. Summer we left behind never really leaves my mind. Every sound and every light still returns on sleepless nights. Part of me still waits somehow in those old warm summers now. Though the years keep moving on, those old days are never gone. Every time July appears, I still hear those childhood years. Sound, hot summer air keeps spinning around. Grandma asleep beside the TV light, newspaper folded by her side tonight. Sweaty hands and a melted ice bar, listening softly to distant cars. The wooden floor feels cool somehow. still remember that feeling now. Nothing special, nothing new, just little days we all lived through. Funny how the smallest scene stays forever in between. Old fan rhythm all night long, tiny humming like a summer song. Some memories never really leave, even after we grow and leave. Screen door shaking in the heat, barefoot running down the street. Cicada echoes fill the yard, sleeping late was never hard. Grandma says don't stay outside, mosquitoes gather after night. But we laughed and played again, like summer days would never end. Nobody thought those days would fade, back when every sunset stayed. Now the noise of grown-up life feels so different every night. Old fan rhythm all night long, tiny humming like a summer song. Some memories never really leave, even after we grow and leave. Sometimes I miss those quiet nights, orange lamps and firefly lights. No big dreams and no big plans, just cold watermelon in our hands. Now I scroll through endless days, city lights and crowded trains, but one small sound can take me back to that old fan's dusty track. Old fan rhythm in my mind, like an old tape left behind. Simple days I couldn't see were the best part of me. Every summer still returns, when that old fan softly turns. The fan still spins inside my head, long after all those nights have fled. Somewhere in an old small room, summer still quietly blooms. Ice cold Sikhye in a glass, summer afternoons would pass. Tiny ice cubes floating slow, sweaty cheeks with afterglow. Grandma smiling by the sink, asking me what I still think about the cartoons on TV and the snacks beside me. Back when days felt soft and wide, nothing waiting outside. Funny how one little taste still can pull me back a place. Ice cold Sikhye, sweet and light, feels like old July nights. Some old summers never fade, even after years have changed. Clouds rolling through the sky, window screens and lullabies, cold bowls resting on the table, everybody moving stable. Grandpa sleeping in his chair, warm wind floating everywhere. No one trying to be fast, just enjoying
raced way too quick. Coffee cups and crowded trips. Still I miss those slower days, more than words could ever say. Ice cold Sikhye, sweet and light, feels like old July nights. Some old summers never fade, even after years have changed. Funny how the heart remembers simple things from old summers. Not the toys or not the noise, just those quiet little joys. Cold sweet drink and evening rain, old fan shaking once again. Tiny sounds and sleepy skies still stay warm inside my mind. Ice cold Sikhye in my hands takes me back to younger days. Every sip and every breeze carry old warm memories. Part of me still waits somehow in those sleepy summers now. Late at night I close my eyes and remember firefly skies. One sweet drink can bring me home to the days long gone and warm.
Linen pillow rough and thin, summer breeze comes rolling in, turning sides to find the cold on those nights so long ago. Grandma folding laundry slow, TV light and afterglow, half asleep but still awake, listening to the old fan shake. When every little thing could make sleepy children dream. Funny how those quiet nights still stay warm inside my mind. Linen pillow dreams return. Every summer night I learn some old comfort never fades, even after years have changed. Morning light through faded lace, sunshine resting on my face. Cold rice water by the sink, tiny things you never think. Bare feet on the wooden floor, hearing birds outside the door. No big plans and no big fear, just another summer here. Now I stay awake too long, scrolling nights until the dawn. But those slow and peaceful days still calm me in quiet ways. Linen pillow dreams return. Every summer night I learn some old comfort never fades, even after years have changed. Sometimes life feels way too loud, too many faces in the crowd. Still I miss that sleepy heat and woven mats beneath my feet. No one trying to be cool, no pretending after school, just soft nights and tired eyes under dark cicada skies. Linen pillow dreams still stay, even now so far away. Every smell and every sound still can turn my heart around. Part of me still falls asleep in that house of summer dreams. Ruffled pillow by my head, memories never fully dead. Every summer late at night, I still see that yellow light.
Old house standing by the trees, warm wind floating through the leaves, rusty gate and faded paint, little things that time can't change. Grandma calling from inside, sunset glowing orange bright. Every corner held a sound that still follows me around. Back when life was moving slow, we were kids who didn't know those small days would someday be everything we'd wanna keep. Old house memory still lives inside of me. Every summer evening light brings it back to me tonight. Cold rice water in the sink, tiny moments you don't think would become the things one day that your heart won't throw away. TV noise and wooden floors, rainy afternoons indoors, simple nights and simple meals. Somehow that was happiness. Now the city shines too bright, different sounds every night. Still I miss those country skies and those old warm summer nights. Old house memory still lives inside of me. Every summer evening light brings it back to me tonight. Funny how the heart remembers tiny scenes from old Septembers, plastic fans and folded clothes, window screens and garden hose. Nobody cared about success, nobody tried to impress, yet somehow those quiet days still calm me in quiet ways. Old house memory still feels like home to me. Every sound and every breeze carry old warm memories. Part of me still waits somewhere inside that old summer air. Far away but never gone, those old days still linger on. Every time the night turns gold, I remember that old home. Quiet country room at night, orange lamp and soft dim light, old fan shaking by the bed, summer stories in my head, grandma folding clothes nearby, listening to the evening sky, warm wind drifting through the screen, slowest nights I've ever seen. Nothing loud and nothing bright, still the world felt so alive. Funny how those little rooms still can chase away the gloom. Quiet country room tonight still lives softly in my mind. Every summer brings me there, to that warm forgotten air. Crickets singing through the dark, tiny glowing firefly sparks, cold floor underneath my feet, sticky skin from summer heat, TV humming from afar, watching sleepy evening stars, no one rushing anywhere, only quiet country air. Now the nights move way too fast, always thinking of the past. Still I miss those peaceful days, more than words could ever say. Quiet country room tonight still lives softly in my mind. Every summer brings me there, to that warm forgotten air. Growing older feels so strange, little things all start to change. Phones replace the evening talks, cars replace the nighttime walks. Still I miss those sleepy nights under faded yellow lights, where the world felt safe and slow. In the summers long ago, quiet country room remains, like old sunlight after rain. Every sound and every breeze carry old warm memories. Part of me still drifts away to those soft and slower days, far away, but still so near. That old room still waits somewhere. Every summer after dark, I still feel it in my heart.
Grandma's house on a dusty road, tiny place but full of soul. Old clock ticking through the heat, slowly rocking in my seat. Plastic cups and barely tea, quiet days just feeling free. Every window smelled like sun, back when life was soft or young. No one rushed and no one ran, every day just slowly passed. Funny how the smallest home can become your heart at last. Grandma's quiet little house still lives somewhere in me now. Every summer brings me there, like old songs inside the air. Rainy afternoons inside, watching storms and passing time. Tiny soap beside the sink, things you never stop to think. Old blue towels hanging dry, birds still singing outside. Nothing fancy, nothing grand, just love built by careful hands. Now the world moves way too fast, always thinking about the past. Maybe peace was always there in that old warm country air. Grandma's quiet little house still lives somewhere in me now. Every summer brings me there, like old songs inside the air. I remember rusty gates, sticky rice on paper plates, TV noise and sleepy eyes, laundry dancing in the light. Nobody talked about success, nobody tried to impress, yet somehow those simple days still calm my heart in quiet ways. Grandma's quiet little house still feels like my safest place. Even if the years move on, that old warmth is never gone. Every memory softly stays, like sunlight from those summer days. Far away and long ago, there's a place my heart still knows. Small old house beside the trees, still waiting there quietly. Green smoke dancing in the dark, tiny orange burning spark. Plastic chair beside the door, Grandpa snoring on the floor. Humid air and sticky skin, night bugs singing once again. Radio playing somewhere low, underneath the coil's soft glow. Back when time moved nice and slow, nobody cared where life would go. We were young without a plan, just summer nights and electric fans. Mosquito coil glowing green, like a faded childhood scene. Funny how a little light can bring back an old summer night. Neighbors talking down the street, cold drinks sweating in the heat, watching stars above the roof, thinking childhood stays forever youth. The smell still lives inside my mind, like old songs you cannot find. Years go fast but somehow still, that little smoke just gives me chills. Now the city shines too bright, different noise every night, but sometimes I close my eyes and hear those quiet countryside nights. Mosquito coil glowing green, like a faded childhood scene. Funny how a little light can bring back an old summer night. Grandma folding laundry slow, moonlight through the window glow. Tiny moths around the lamp, summer air so thick and damp. Nobody cared about tomorrow, no heavy heart, no hidden sorrow, just the sound of crickets near, and people that were always here. Mosquito coil burning slow, like old memories never go. Every spark and every flame still remembers every name. Though those nights are far away, part of me still wants to stay. Green smoke fading into air, like old love still living there. Every summer after dark, I still see that orange park.
Breeze moving through the room, summer flowers all in bloom, curtains dancing soft and slow, evening sunlight orange gold, grandma sleeping in her chair, warm dust floating through the air, old fan rattling every night like a song beneath the light. Nothing perfect, nothing grand, still the safest place I had. Funny how the smallest room still can chase away the gloom. Cold breeze room of yesterday still lives softly far away. Every summer finds me there in that slow and dusty air. Sticky skin and tired eyes, listening to the night outside. Neighbors talking down the street, crickets singing through the heat. Tiny table by the bed, old clock ticking overhead. No one rushing anywhere, only sleepy summer air. Now my nights feel way too fast, always worried about the past. Still I miss those simple days more than words can ever say. Cold breeze room of yesterday still lives live softly far away. Every summer finds me there in that slow and dusty air. Sometimes all I wanna do is go back a night or two before all the noise began. Before growing up got hard, no big dreams and no big race, just one quiet resting place. Orange lamps and window light, holding on to summer nights. Cold breeze room still calls my name, though my life is not the same. Every sound and every light still returns on sleepless nights. Part of me still lingers there, breathing old, warm country air. Somewhere in my memory, that old room still waits for me. Quiet walls and gentle night, holding all those days so tight.
Lying on the bamboo mat, counting all the stars like that. Sweaty pillow under me, old house full of memories. Window open through the night, street lamp glowing soft and light. Grandma waves her paper fan, slowly cooling down my hands. Simple things felt so complete, warm nights and tired feet. Never thought those days would go. Funny how we never know. Bamboo mat nights come again every time it starts to rain. Some old summers never fade, even when our hearts have changed. Cold floor under aching feet, late night snacks we used to sneak, cartoons playing way too late, falling asleep by the gate. Morning sunlight through the wall, hearing grandma softly call, wake up now, the rice is done. Another lazy summer comes, now I barely stop and rest, always chasing something next. But those slow and quiet nights still feel like my safest life. Bamboo mat nights come again every time it starts to rain. Some old summers never fade, even when our hearts have changed. Sometimes growing up feels strange, everything just starts to change. Phones replace the evening talks, cars replace our little walks. Still I miss that peaceful heat, bare skin on cool woven sheets. No big It's just sleepy hearts and firefly skies. Bamboo at night stay with me like an old forgotten dream. Every sound and every light still returns on summer nights. Part of me is still back there, breathing slow, warm country air. Late at night I close my eyes and hear those old cicada cries somewhere underneath the stars. That old summer still is ours. One small photo on the wall makes me think about it all. Tiny sandals by the door, I don't see them anymore. Sticky hands from watermelon, old cassette tape softly playing. Sunburn on my shoulders stayed like those endless summer days. Back when nothing felt too hard, every night was full of stars. Never knew those days would be pieces of my memory. Summer vacation, piece by piece, little moments never leave. Every laugh and every light still returns on quiet nights. Sleeping late without a care, warm wind moving through my hair. Grandma cutting peaches slow, TV humming soft and low. Friends were calling from outside, riding bikes at sunset time. No one worried who we'd be. Life was small and wild and free. Now the years move way too fast, always chasing what won't last. But my heart still runs somehow through those old warm summers now. Summer vacation, piece by piece, little moments never leave. Every laugh and every light still returns on quiet nights. Sometimes all I really need is one old smell or melody. Dusty roads and orange skies, fireflies. At nighttime nobody cared about the clock. We just walked and talked and stopped. Funny how the smallest days become the ones your heart still saves. Summer vacation, piece by piece, still brings tired hearts some peace. Every sound and every breeze comes back through old memories. Part of me still lives somewhere in that warm, forgotten air. One old picture, one old song can pull my whole heart along, back to where the days moved slow in the summers long ago.
sleeping on the bamboo mat, warm breeze brushing through my back, cicadas crying through the heat, dusty sandals near my feet. Grandma whispers not too loud, rain clouds slowly gathering now, TV humming from the hall, lazy shadows on the wall. Back when days felt long and wide, nothing waiting outside. Funny how those quiet hours still hold all their gentle power. Bamboo afternoon nap pulls my tired heart right back to the days so warm and slow in the summers long ago. Half asleep but hearing still distant sounds beyond the hill, neighbors laughing down the road, grandpa watering the stones. Cold barley tea by the sink, tiny things you never think would become the things someday that your heart still keeps away. Now my phone keeps buzzing loud, every day inside a crowd. Still I miss those sleepy skies and those slow old afternoon lights. Bamboo afternoon nap pulls my tired heart right back to the days so warm and slow in the summers long ago. Growing up feels strange sometimes, always racing against time. But back then the world stood still by the window near the hill. No big plans and no disguise, only heavy sleepy eyes and the sound of summer air floating softly everywhere. Bamboo afternoon nap, like an old forgotten map, leading me through memory back to where I used to be. Every summer still somehow lives inside my tired heart now. Late July and sleepy heat, woven mats beneath my feet. Every time the sunlight fades, I still miss those summer days.
Spinning green smoke in the air, summer silence everywhere. Tiny ashes slowly fall, shadow dancing on the wall. Open windows, humid night, grandpa sleeping by the light. Radio voice soft and low, watching lazy smoke circles go. Nothing shiny, nothing new, just old nights we once knew. Funny how one little smell can break open memory wells, spinning green smoke through the dark. Tiny glowing orange spark. Some old summers never fade, even after years have changed. Plastic bowls and barley tea, warm wind through the apricot tree, neighbors laughing down the lane, waiting for the evening rain. Mosquitoes around the lamp, summer air so thick and damp. Back when life was small and slow, like those rings of curling smoke. Now I barely sleep at night, too much noise and city light. Still I miss those country skies and quiet little summer nights, spinning green smoke through the dark. Tiny glowing orange spark. Some old summers never fade, even after years have changed. Sometimes growing older hurts, tiny memories hit first. Not the parties, not the fame, just old nights that look the same. Screen door sounds and sleepy eyes, orange moons and humid skies. Funny what the heart still keeps long after the summer leaves. Spinning green smoke, soft and slow, like old love that will not go. Every ring still floats somehow through my tired grown-up nights now. Part of me still stays awake in those summers by the lake. Green smoke fading into black, still somehow can take me back to those quiet country nights under soft dim yellow lights. Country summer, sleepy noon, radio plays an old soft tune. Grandma resting in the shade, homemade noodles cooling late. Warm wind through the open screen, quietest place I've ever seen. Bare feet on the dusty floor, nothing mattered anymore. No alarms and no big plans, only fans and sleepy hands. Funny how those little days still stay close in quiet ways. Country summer sleep still runs softly through me. Every slow and golden light returns on summer nights.
distant rain, watching clouds through window frames, cold watermelon after lunch, tiny sounds and paper crunch, Grandpa fixing something old, stories that he always told, back before the city noise swallowed all our simple joys. Now I barely close my eyes, always lost in rushing time. Still I miss those gentle days more than words could ever say. Country summer sleep still runs softly through me. Every slow and golden light returns on summer nights. Sometimes peace is something small, old brown clock against the wall, laundry dancing in the breeze, dust floating lazily. Nobody trying to be seen, nobody chasing anything, just a quiet little life, far away from all the noise. Country summer sleep still feels warm to me. Every sound and every breeze carry old warm memories. Part of me still drifts away to those long forgotten days. Late at night I still can hear cicadas from another year. Somewhere in my memory, that old summer sleeps in me. Yellow fan beside the bed, turning slow above my head. Summer shadows on the wall, evening sunlight growing small. Grandma watching old TV, half asleep beside me. Warm wind moving through the room, like a lazy summer tune. Nothing big and nothing loud, still the happiest somehow. Funny how one simple sound still can turn my heart around. Yellow fan melody still keeps singing back to me. Old summer nights softly stay, even after years away. Sticky hands from melted ice, cold floor feeling really nice. Outside kids still running free underneath the apricot tree. Crickets singing through the dark, tiny glowing firefly sparks. Back when time moved nice and slow, in those summers long ago. Now the world moves way too fast, always chasing things that pass. Still I miss those sleepy nights under faded yellow lights. Yellow fan melody still keeps singing back to me. Old summer nights softly stay, even after years away. Sometimes I just stop and think how life changed before I blinked. No more bikes out in the rain, no more calling friends by name. Still that rattling to me. Every sound and every breeze carry old warm memories. Part of me still drifts away to those long lost summer days. Late at night I hear it spin like old summer